Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Come back into the chat and let me know if you can hear me now. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Come back into the chat and let me know if you can hear me now. All right. Hello, are you there? Robert, can you hear me? Check, check. Okay. I know it was wrong. I fixed it. Well, all that ranting I was just doing, you missed. Anyway, I'll go back into my ranting here about us people that need to care about other people, and we need to have some faith. We need to understand what's going on in the world because we don't have a lot of time, guys, left. Yeah. So it's a good thing you didn't hear all that because it was important. I was on a rant. Um, we are facing the end times, guys. We know that, right? Look what's going on in our world. Look at the geoengineering, the weather modification. Look at the Zika virus, the pesticide spraying. Look at the genetically modified mosquitoes. Look at everything that's going on in our world is insane. So we have to have some faith, man. You know, we have to have some faith and we have to get prepared. It's not just about, having faith or anything. It's about preparing also. You have to put those things on your heart and you have to get ready for things that you see or foresee coming. This was a gift from God to me. He gave me a gift. Um, no, I don't fear really what's going on. I have to just uh, be ready for what's coming. That's all. That's what I do. I don't fear it. I just have to have faith and get myself ready for it, and put my armor of God on, really, is what it is. So it's not really fear. It's just, I'm not fear mongering either. I just want people to realize that the situation we're in is pretty dire. So if you don't get ready for what's coming our way, then you're going to might be left behind. That's all. I'm worried about people being left behind. Let me do something real quick. Hold on, guys. All right, hold on. I gotta go back. Right, right, Robert. That's right. No, I don't fear it. It's just what you, like you say, what you may have to do to survive it. That's what we're thinking about. I'm thinking about what's coming in the future that we are going to have to deal with. And let's look out for our fellow man. As bad as it is out there, and as much people are crazy, rioting, burning their own towns down, and all this stuff. What are we going to do? What are the good people of the world going to do? We have to do something that's righteous in our own way, which means, figuring out how to survive, farming, growing gardens, which I've been doing. A lot about how to survive off land, plants. You can eat animals, that are safe, and plants that are safe to eat. Those are the type of things that we need to be looking at because the way it's going, the globalists don't want us here. I know that for a fact. So they don't want us. We're useless eaters to them, and there's too many of us. So they're going to try to get rid of us, and they're doing it. It's just a slow thing that most people don't see. All the vaccines, all the chemtrailing, all the geoengineering, the GMOs in the food, everything. If you look at everything they're doing, it's incredible. If you have a conscience, if you can actually see what they're doing, which I can, you know, and I agree, come together in small communities. That's what we have to do. We have to get our neighbors and our communities together so that we can help protect each other against what's coming. And that's absolutely true. And you know what's sad though? When you try to go out and get your neighbors to wake up, because they have to wake up to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you stockpiling all this stuff? Why are you, preparing? Why are you putting a hand pump well in? Why are you, all these questions. Well, you try to explain to them that, look, man, this stuff, we don't have a lot of time left before it's very good possibility that we're not going to have power and we're not going to have this. And this is going to be going on. And what are you going to be doing? You have children. How are you going to provide food for your children and water, clean water? So how is this going to happen? Well, it's going to happen one way or another sooner or later, because if you know anything about the petrodollar and you know anything about globalism and what's going on globally, you would understand that. But most people do not pay any attention to global issues, what's going on around the world, what's happening to the United States. They do not pay attention because they're busy chasing a Pokemon around. That's what's they destroyed our society, man. They really have. So it's a crazy thing, and I'm glad to see Robert in here and we and you two guys that are in here now. But and I love you guys, and I wanted to. This was about thanking people that are listening, because everybody who's listening to this and will listen to it is important to me, because those are the ones that may have a chance to actually save themselves from what's coming. It just, we can't, if you have any kind of brain cells in your brain, you would realize that this is what's coming and you would be awake to it. It's crazy. It's like in Germany, when all this stuff happened there, that's what happened. Everybody was confused. It was so much propaganda and everything, which we're dealing with now, the same scenario almost. It's like, history is repeating itself, but it's happening in America now, where we're there. We're on a list. I'm on a list, I'm sure. When are they going to come get me? So that's this thing, guys, is that we need to prepare, need to prep, need to try to get with like-minded people in our neighborhoods, in our communities, and try to, because I don't live in a big city, but I know a few people around me that are okay and that actually understand some of the stuff I'm talking about. But there's only a few, so I'm going to have to try to, network. I've been networking with them. And then we have to worry about security. We have to worry about logistics. We have to worry about all these things. It's so much to worry about that people can't understand. What's going to happen if things totally go wrong? Well, I don't think things are going to, like where I'm living right now, I'm not in the city, so I'm not going to see a lot of that, hopefully. But it's just, I'm worried about it for everybody. I'm worried about it for humanity itself. But people need to realize that what they're doing with the Zika virus, the depopulation, what's going on is real. They're doing it now. It's happening now. So let's not sit back and just let it happen. Let's speak out about it and let them know that we're not happy about it and we're going to go against it. We need to overthrow this stuff somehow. And I don't even know how to do that. But we need to do it because humanity is being destroyed as we speak. And they're doing it right now. So, you know, I mean, they're saying that they own the wind now. They own, wind power. They're going to charge us for wind. I mean, really? Yep. All right, Robert. Yep, exactly. You have to think about that. Food, water. You have to water, food, and then everything else beyond that we have to think about because they're getting ready to do something soon. And I see that's what's happening because the elite, the New World Order, they are just ramping it up and they're scared now. So, because it's not working. So, what they're going to have to do is something drastic, which I figured would happen with before the elections or during the election time. What's coming up, is coming. It's going to be crazy. So, I think so. And I could be wrong, but I think they're ramping something up because they're desperate. They can't lose their power. These elites have this power they don't want to get let go. And so when the people start to stand up, they're going to try to quell that. They're going to try to reduce our humanity down to nothing. They're going to try to get rid of us. So what do we do from here? Where do we go from here? How do we? All right. So my way of thinking is the best thing to do is get prepared as far as what you have. Get get ready. Get your food. Get your water. Get your supplies. Get your ammo. Make sure you have sufficient. In operating firearms. Make sure you have that stuff because if you don't have that, your ass is done. And you need to be able to have an exit plan. You need to be able to think about where you're going to go, what you're going to do. It's just, I mean, that's what you have to think about. And I don't know what people are thinking, but excuse me. We have to think about our preps and we have to be prepared. I'm not a prepper or anything like that, really. I mean, you couldn't call me that. I'm just a guy who thinks that we're gonna get ready to get screwed up, you know. So I'm just worried about that. So everybody who doesn't have anything needs to have something. It's like if there's a hurricane coming and it's coming, well, it's predicted to hit south, east, west Florida or whatever. You're gonna get your stuff together. All the stores empty out. You know, I live in Florida, so that's what happens. Wait till something else happens. That's the same scenario. So you better get it right before something else goes on. Yeah. So I'm looking in the chat room here for a second. Yeah. Shotgun. Well, yeah, Robert, that's a good purchase because you're gonna need that. That's a good home defense gun. Is a shotgun. It's almost one of the best. You put it beside your bed, and mine's just barely legal, and it's a pump action, not a semi, so it'll work. And it just, that's what you need because you're not going to shoot through walls necessarily. You're going to hit your target, So that's a good option. Shotgun, I'd say, and mine's 18.5 inches, and it's a pump action, so that's perfect. But no matter what it is, because in a short distance, if you're in your house and you come out of your bedroom and there's someone in your hallway, you're looking at 10 yards, maybe 8 yards or less. Um, shotgun's actually really perfect for that because buckshot will take care of them right there. It's not a high velocity penetrating round. So when you're using an AR or you're using something with high velocity, it's going to go through walls. And that's what you've got to be careful of because you might shoot somebody by accident. So that's what's good about a shotgun. So an AR is good too. Shit, I don't pistol. Pistol's great. Keep a pistol on your bedside right there. I do. Why not? And my pistol, I'm accurate with it. I don't think I'm going to hit anybody else with it, but it's possible that if I missed, it could go through something, but not really too far if you ever look at the testing on it, which I have on the ballistics, So, yeah, I know shotguns go through walls. I understand that, and they will. I'm just saying, as far as a 2.23 round or a 5.56 round or a 7.2 by 30, 7.2 by 6 by 32.9 round, AK round or SKS, whatever you're shooting through, is going to go through more layers. So as far as shooting somebody in your house, it's better if you use something that doesn't have that velocity and penetrating power behind you. So it's better almost to use a shotgun as your bedside gun. Wood, double odd buck, and a short barrel because it's gonna just hit that. It's gonna have a nice pattern at 8-10 yards. You're good. So it depends, but the barrel length matters. Mine's at 18.5 inches, which is just barely legal, which means that I'm not shooting, a choke barrel or I'm not shooting a long barrel. I'm shooting a defense barrel. That's what that really is. It's going to open up more and it's going to be more of a short range. So that's why it's sawed off and that's why I use what I use. But to each their own. What anybody thinks is okay. Doesn't matter. 2.23 rounds, fine. AR, AK, I don't care. Defend yourself. All I'm saying is just I'm thinking about like other people are shooting through rooms, through other rooms. Even a 22 will shoot through another room. If it doesn't hit a stud, it's going straight through the drywall. 40 cal, 38 cal, 9mm, they'll all do that. So we just have to be careful where we're aiming. And a good way to shoot, if you have to shoot at somebody, is to be on your knee. Kneel down so that you're shooting up. So if someone were to come in my house, I would get behind my bed and kneel down, and I would be shooting in an upward position because it's not going to go anywhere but upward. So it's not going to go through a wall into, it may do that, but it'll probably go into the ceiling. So even if I missed. So that's really the idea. So you really want to train at shooting at an upward angle and getting on your knee. That's the best thing to do. If you can. You may not always be able to do that, but if you can get down and shoot upward, that's your best result inside or anywhere really. Because that way you're not shooting at the person maybe standing behind them that may be your child. If you're shooting in an upwards position where the ammo, the fire, the round is actually going up, you're going to miss them. There's a lot of training things that people don't understand that need to know, but they probably won't spend the time to understand it. So that's their loss. But I do spend that time to understand what I'm doing, where I would put my rounds and stuff like that. So anyway, to get off that subject, I want everybody that listens, I want everybody to understand that I just care about you guys all, and I respect you, and I want to thank you for coming in here. Everybody's in here now, and the ones that aren't, that are really been really good people to me online. And I know that's kind of crazy because online, how do you trust online? Well, not too many people. I've had some good people come into my life that I met online, and they're sincere. And over time, over the last 3 years or better, I realized that they are really good people. And so that's what I'm here to say tonight is basically that I care about those people because I honestly know that they care about me, which it means a lot. So I don't have any friends in my local community, which is weird, but I have friends online that I think maybe I can trust. And I look at people, I watch, I see what they're doing, what they're saying over time, over years. That's when I can really totally trust someone when I see how they behave because a lot of people don't behave right. And I don't have trust. So there's good people here that I want to thank, and I want to continue to do my videos, and I want to love you guys, and I want to help you guys in any way I can, even though we're online. Um, it's still, even if we can come together in a community somewhere or have a plan or something, you know, we all need to work together so we can help each other. And that's what I want to see happen. I just want us to come together and help each other. So it's just one of them things, guys. I feel it in my heart. I want to say it. I love you all out there. So you're, especially the few that are missing from here right now. You know, there are a few that are missing that are in my heart pretty deeply that are missing that I know have my back, and that's what I like when I know I can trust somebody. I don't trust many people. I really don't, and that's why I don't have any friends because I can't trust them. But if I can put my trust into someone, I will. It's just hard to because people always turn around and stab you in the damn back, and they don't want to help. I'm looking at this world we're falling apart, and people just are backstabbing. They don't want to have no. They don't want to help nobody. They don't want to help anybody plan. They don't want to help anybody get together. That's what we need to be doing. All the infighting and stupid people that are out there fighting with each other instead of helping each other over their stupid little childish differences. I can't get that. It still bothers me. It's not preschool. I mean, guys, we're in a fight for our lives here. Your future, your children. We're fighting for our children here. And you want to fight about something someone said or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, oh my God, Jesus. What the world? What the hell has gone wrong with you people? You know? I don't sub to that. I don't subscribe to that. I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of helping people in their communities get together and get stronger and grow as a community where they can be self-sufficient, where they can grow their food, where they can have clean water, where they can live and sustain themselves without any government intervention. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. So I just don't want to subscribe to people fighting over stupid stuff. It's just really made me mad. I've made videos, but God, for God's sakes, guys, we are in we are in the end game here. And if we cannot come together and stand with each other somehow, even if we have this great link, to where we can talk to each other, we can communicate, we have this great opportunity, but yet people destroy it by fighting each other over stupid stuff. I don't understand that. It just really boggles my mind. It really does. So I just want everybody out there to know, Jim and Robert and Lee and everybody else that may listen to this video in the future, that I'm not about none of that. I want us to come together. We have to. We don't have time to be fighting like school children. We have to appreciate, and we have to understand each other, and we have to get right, and we have to come together and care about our fellow men. We're not doing that. They are winning because of it. The elite are winning because it's working. It's working. Their agenda is working right in front of our eyes. But yet we can't come together, over like common simple things, what we need to do to help protect ourselves and stuff. Why can't we just talk about simple stuff and how to help ourselves? We can't do that neither, because someone's got to fight over you're wrong, you're saying it wrong, or blah blah blah. I'm sick of all that. So, I'm totally sick of it. I'm sick of hearing it, and I don't know what to do about it. But I'm looking for some friends that are willing to understand what I'm saying and come together and not be, judging, and not, because you're not supposed to. And let's just come together as people and figure out what we need to do to survive, because we are falling apart, and it's been falling apart. This whole patriotic movement I got involved in when they killed the boy, everybody's falling apart from that. There's still a few people that are out there who still have understanding and still have conviction, and they never forgot about it. But there's so many that, they forgot all about it already. They've moved on with their lives. They have to, go along with the Pokemon or whatever.